Oh my lord. Who knows this one then? Hold tight, you lot. In it? Yes, sir. What's that doing, brother? You good, my brother? What's going on, King? Thank you for being there.
It's the first time, you know, I've done a musical project where I can literally fully let go and just have the most fun and not give a shit about how crazy I go or whatever happens. You know, top comes off, shoe goes missing, fucking, you know, roll about on the floor. That's great, man. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
During the course of the night, we switch and we swap and we ride down the track together.
Good evening, Bristol. I said good fucking evening, Bristol. Oh.
I have the pleasure, I have the pain, I have the pleasure, I have the pain, I have the pleasure, I have the pain, I have the pleasure.
It's a superb energy, man. It's just lots and lots of energy. PENGSHUi, if you Google it, it came up as good energy of people in a room. So it's just full on energy, really good energy.
I was going to ask, you know, like how a chef doesn't cook themselves nice meals because they're cooking nice meals all day. So you're busy being PENGSHUi. Is your feng shui in your house absolutely shit because you live the life of PENGSHUi?
We're about to get real lively inside right now. We're about to have a fucking party.
No, I'm actually incredibly tidy and everything's super organised in my house. Yeah, it has to be, otherwise my brain just doesn't like it and I get stressed out. So yeah, tidy house, tidy mind and all that.
Hiya.
I am exactly the same as Dave, and we are very, yes, there's the 7 Ps. Prior preparation and planning prevents piss poor performance. we are very, very OCD, militant sort of. Yeah, we have the same brains.
How about you, man? Are you a tidy or a chaotic man?
Both. I feel a well-rounded individual. Really.
Who's ready for PENGSHUi? Where you staying in, guys? Thank you for coming out tonight to see us. It's really nice to see you. We are PENGSHUi. This is Fatty fucking Bass, man. Make some noise for Fatty fucking Bass, man. This is Pravvy Prav. Say hello, Pravvy Prav. My name's David. Hello. Can you make some noise for Lotu, who was on the floor and who knew?
Prav, Illaman, Fatty, it's PENGSHUi, it's Beard Growers Monthly.
You not ready, yeah?
I need to say thank you. I need to say thank you to all 3 of you personally, as when I'm feeling a bit pissed off and a bit angry and a bit upset with the world, which is pretty much all of the time, all I have to do is listen to something like Destroy Yourself or Wickedest Ones or Eat the Rich, and I feel better. Thank you.
My absolute pleasure, bro. I'm glad it works for you.
I mean, this is what we need. These type of times call for this type of music.
Absolutely, man. Everyone's a bit pent up and a bit frustrated, and you know, COVID obviously sent a lot of people sideways. So yeah, it's nice to make some music to let go to, man, and for us to let go into.
Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em!
Tell me all about the new release.
Well,
Who's like the new fucking EP?
we're really, really proud of it. I think we've kind of pushed it. Fatty's really, really pushed this forward. So I just want to say big up Fatty for really taking the reins and writing this incredible music and helping to push us to do better ourselves. It's a great collection of tunes. I think it kind of showcases all our vibes. Also, I want to shout Toby Davis from Gentleman's Dub Club, who helped us to mix it, dub it out live, take it to this stage. But I mean, I think really hats off to Fatty because he pushed it and really fucking helped to push us further. You know, make us play better, look better, feel better, play harder. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, go on, Fatty. I mean, it's all in that box of tricks there, isn't it? Which you use with your feet. That's the engine that you're driving, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's just it's a big, ginormous effects unit basically, but means I can do a lot of silly things with just one bass, which is yeah, exciting.
I wouldn't say there's lots of miraculous things really. Just for 3 people, you can make a hell of a lot of noise, and there's so much energy and presence on the stage, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's good fun. We try and push as much as we can, try and get as much out of the band sound with just the 3 of us, basically. So I think when you're creating music, if you put boundaries on yourself, you end up being more creative. You know, the thing is, you know, technology nowadays is insane. You can sit down with Ableton and the possibilities are endless, you know. But actually the best music comes from adding in those, like, you know, boundaries essentially, and certain set of rules and stuff like that, and then pushing what you've got in, you know, your, those kind of scenarios, basically. It's good fun.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard that so many times, like you could just stare at just banks and banks and banks of samples and plugins and stuff, but if you've got limitations, you've got to play within them, and that's how all of the best forms of music came about, really. Limitations, be it through like economic ones or technological ones or all of these things. The best music came from fuck all, really, basically kind of DIY, really. This is still DIY culture, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Big time. Yeah, no, you've hit the nail on the head there. That's what we're trying to do, really. Try and create as much, yeah, weirdness and diverse sounds with as little as possible, basically.
I should have lost the fucking energy.
That's wicked. Speaking of diversity, you guys are one of the only kind of acts that you could quite easily see, you know, kind of a festival like Boomtown and at a festival like Download. The fusion between kind of metal and guitars and beats and bass and the similar types of people that it attracts is really like, there's still so much potential. I'm always surprised that this hasn't been explored as much as it has, really, in this type of way.
Yeah, I think it's good you say that, because when we first played Download, I was shitting myself, because I was like, well, how are they going to react to sort of MC? And then when we played Boomtown, I was like, how are they going to react to the heavy side? And both sides was fine. It was absolutely great. And you know, that was really telling for me that we were onto something special, is, you know, getting on stage and playing to two different, very different audiences. You know, opening the Avalanche stage at Download, I was like, what the fuck, you know, they're going to be like, why is, you know, I know the MCing's been done within metal before, but when you're doing it to yourself, there is an element of like, am I heavy enough? Am I going to scream well enough? Like, are they going to judge me for not being super heavy or whatever? And the same thing with Boomtown. They're going to be like, what the fuck is this noise? And both were just like incredible.
Yo, Brizzle, on your fucking feet! Swap it out! Swap it out! Swap it out! Swap it out! Swap it out!
I suppose because we've got so much of the incredible bass, you know, that sort of dubsteppy, drum and bassy, grime element, it kind of helps us along. But yeah,
I think crowds are different though now, because say when we were younger, you'd be a metalhead, or you'd be into indie, or you'd be into, do you know what I mean? You'd be into that thing and you'd dress a particular way. Then when we set up this band, we didn't know what sort of genre or scene it would go in. But one thing we did notice when we started playing was that kids that came to the shows were like dressed in all sorts of mad clothes. It was like a proper mixture. And I think nowadays, the world of the internet and Spotify and everything, you can listen to whatever you want. You don't need to, like, I think people nowadays are a lot more open to, like, you know, different genres, everything in general, really. There's, you know,
the rule book's gone out the window, essentially. There's no rules now. It's just like, if it's good music, it's good music, essentially. So.
Definitely. It was a lot more tribal then, but things, I think you have to do the digging now. Like, you have to, if you want something that isn't mainstream, like the mainstream has kind of taken over everything and served us a little bit of something. But if you want something special, like the gig that I'm about to witness with you guys tonight, like in a bowling alley on a school night, that's where you've now got to be dutiful and do the digging. If you want the good stuff, it ain't served up to you on a plate. Like, you do have to kind of follow bands and support bands and actually get involved, not just be passive about it, I think, really.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. That's such a good way to put it. A bowling alley on a school night, man. I love that. Yeah. But yeah, you do, man. You do, you know, and there's a lot out there to discover, and you do have to dig. And yeah, you know, when you do dig a bit, you find special shit, man. So.
Definitely. Now, there's a little rumour that you might have remixed a very, very famous heritage rave act that you might have remixed in the past. Is there any truth in this?
And we've never fucking played it live before, ever. You're not the first people to hear it. So, it's a fucking omen.
No comment, man.
No comment.
No comment.
Yo, Bristol, let's go fucking nuts! Yo, this is my little brother. He's gonna stay fast. You're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch him. Catch him. Catch him. And carry him. Go, go, go.
The most important rave dance act of all time. And who've crossed over, they're also a crossover act, to remix something that iconic, you know, it's like, cool, you're in the room because they said, yeah, you can do it. And then the funny shit that comes with it is the haters as well, right? Because you get the purists, they're like, why the fuck? Why, how come they did that? Why did you touch that? You know, which is also great, which means you're still doing the right thing because you're going to get more haters. So I actually quite enjoy that shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, the irony is, though, like, the Prodigy were responsible for turning most of us moshers into ravers. Like, 1993, 1994, tracks like Their Law, like, I was a pure electronic music hater. Then someone played me Their Law and the chugging guitars. I'm covered in goosebumps now, even now, like, you know, kind of 35 years later, or 30-odd years later, I'm still feeling that, like, oh.
Oh, man, I remember being, 11, 12 years old, listening to Experience. Yeah, and I used to come home from school, me and my mate Ray, and we used to put it on in cassette. I'm showing my age, but fuck it. And we used to put it on, and we used to listen to it in his front room, you know, after school. And I remember hearing that sound for the first time, and was just like, fucking hell, you know. Changed my entire feelings and thoughts about music, you know. It's like, cool, this is some ridiculous shit.
Fucking circle. Make a fucking circle. Make a fucking circle. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. Round and round, get fucking. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. One, two. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Cool. So what else is coming out from you guys? I know you're busy release-wise this year.
Nobody cares, it's true. Nobody cares, that's safe. Nobody gives a fuck who you are. Get the fuck out my face.
And lots of new music. We've got quite, you know, we just dropped the EP2, and we wrote quite a lot of music for that sort of selection of songs. So there's a few bits that we're working on off the back of that, and then we've got some incredible plans for the end of the year, for the rest of the year to finish up, which we definitely can't no comment about that just yet. But yeah, man, just more music, a lot more music.
Whose is this fucking hat, man? Oi, mate, it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick. Enjoy it. Put my fucking sweaty beard on this shit. Bristol! Come on, then. Come on. Bristol! Give us a picture, we'll give you one more treat. After 3, everybody get your fucking hands in the sky. 1, 2, 3! Let's replay one more, fuck it.
Some incredible remixes as well, 2 remixes.
Yeah, we got banging remixes from Audio and Jolly, so watch this space.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching lots of spaces.
Easy, sausage, easy. Hello. Ah! You motherfucker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
3 well-rounded individuals. This is PENGSHUi. Big nice.
Thank you very much for being here. We love you all. See you all very soon. Look after each other. Hug each other. Be fucking nice. Come and say hello in the merch. But most importantly, be fucking kind always. Always. Yeah? Good fucking energy. We love you all. Good night.
One more thing.